back our focus on the big story of the day, which is what we're going to be debating as well. It's a very significant and symbolic shift that has taken place at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the most powerful address in the world's largest democracy. The bust of the British architect Edwin Lutyens has now been removed, and in its place now stands the bust of Rajagopalachari, popularly known as Rajaji. So, freedom fighter, statesman and independent India's first Indian Governor General, and President Draupadi Murmu unveiled Rajaji's bust during the Rajaji Utsav at the presidential estate. So, 77 years to be particular after the independence, the courtyard of Rashtrapati Bhavan displaying an Indian statesman in place of a British imperial architect. So it's a very, very symbolic moment for India, shedding the colonial vestiges. C.R. Kesavan, the BJP national spokesperson and Rajaji's great-grandson, has said that for decades together, the Congress governments preserved the symbols of empire while neglecting the nationalist icons who actually fought for the freedom of the country. He, in fact, thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for reviving the glorious legacy of India's real icons. Years later, he, in fact, also blamed Congress party for deliberately sidelining and ignoring them. Take a look at his reaction.
First, we would like to thank our Honorable President Draupadi Murmu ji for inaugurating the bust sculpture of Rajaji in Rashtrapati Bhavan, and our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for his wonderful message, which was a very poignant message by Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, which was read out in the Rajaji Utsav celebrations today. Rajaji was the independent India's first Indian head of state, and there are striking similarities between Pujya Rajaji, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our Honorable President. After independence for decades, erstwhile Congress regimes deliberately sidelined the glorious sacrifice and the selfless contribution of great leaders who had sacrificed for our freedom movement.
Now, believe it or not, instead of welcoming it, some are opposing this move as well. We'll tell you why. But before that, let's put some facts on record. Yes, Edwin Lutyens was the principal architect of New Delhi. His notable works include the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the India Gate, the North and South blocks. But in published collections of his own letters to his wife, Lutyens expressed very derogatory and dismissive views about Indians and Indian architecture. Authors have documented his resistance to incorporating indigenous design elements into the imperial capital. Now, his great-grandson, the science writer Matt Ridley, has reacted to the development with sadness, posting a photograph of himself that was taken just last year. He said that he was sorry to see it go. And like him, there are also members of the opposition who are unhappy with the Modi government's Lutyens purge. Some in the Congress are asking, why can't the bust of Lutyens and Rajaji coexist in a country like India, where diverse opinions form the character of our democracy? And then there are others, like Iltija Mufti, who are of the view that Lutyens made Delhi what it is today, and one can't efface heritage or history by simply removing the busts and plaques. Sample these reactions.
This BJP doesn't understand the coexistence of various thoughts, various eras of our history. Lutyens can definitely live with Rajaji. I mean, they lived in the same era. Why can't their statues coexist? The BJP does not understand the concept of a lot of thoughts coming together.
इतिहास तो नहीं बदल सकते ना आप. इतिहास तो यही रहेगा कि लुटियंस ने दिल्ली को बसाया था. आप इतिहास नहीं बदल सकते. शिलापट पे से नाम हटा दो, किसी का नाम खत्म कर दो, तो यह इतिहास नहीं बदला जाएगा. इतिहास वहीं रहेगा. तो आप ये इस काम कर रहे हो. आप बताइए कि राजगोपालाचारी जी का आपको सम्मान करना, तो एक मूर्ति उनकी भी लगानी चाहिए थी. आप तो काम ये करते हो कि सर्टिफिकेट जिनसे मांगते हो कि साहब ये वफादार है नहीं है, उन्होंने तो फांसी के फंदे चूमे थे. आप उनको गद्दार बताने से परहेज नहीं करते.
राजगोपालाचारी जी की मूर्ति लगाने का कोई विरोध नहीं कर रहा है. सवाल ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी सिर्फ नाम बदलना जानती है, मूर्ति बदलना जानती है, कुछ नया करना चाहिए। अगर उन्हें मूर्ति लगानी थी, लुटियन जिन्होंने बसाया है, जिनका सारा योगदान रहा है, जो आज है दिल्ली, तो उनकी मूर्ति रहने देते। और जो नाम बदल के सिर्फ अपना भाजपा अपना विकास दिखाना चाहती है या श्रेय लेना चाहती है, ये गलत है।
Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, Tamil Nadu's son and a national icon, was born in 1878 in Salem of Tamil Nadu. He died in 1972 and served as the last Governor General of British India, and then in 1948 became the first and only Indian to hold that office in free India. But Rajaji was more than a statesman. He was also a civilizational force. He, in fact, translated the Mahabharata and Ramayana into English prose, so luminous that they are still read and taught today. He wrote in Tamil with equal mastery, and he was also a philosopher, a jurist, an economist, and well ahead of his time, also founding the Swatantra Party in 1959 to argue for individual liberty and free markets at a time when Nehru's socialism dominated every conversation. That his bust now stands inside Rashtrapati Bhavan, a building designed by a man who thought Indians had no sense of form or proportion, carries its own quiet, powerful justice. The Congress MP Shashi Tharoor also, in fact, he praises on unveiling of the bust of the Rajaji bust that was unveiled, popularly known as Rajaji. He, in fact, remembered him as somebody who was the soul of India. Shashi Tharoor going on to mention that this is a welcome move. The BJP used Shashi Tharoor's admiration to jab his party Congress. Listen in to what they said.
But in India, they want the symbols of colonialism and Gulami to persist. They want that those who were the invaders, like the British or the Mughals, their symbols should continue. And they are comfortable with that. But if we celebrate our own legacy, our own culture, our own civilizational heritage, then they have a problem with it. They hate India so much that they are willing to even adopt British and Mughal and their symbols, but they hate the symbols of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
So viewers, what do you think? Should we still be having the hangover of colonialism, as some in the BJP have called it? Joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Kushal Kant Mishra, spokesperson of the BJP, and Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst on the broadcast with us. Thank you for joining us. I want to begin by asking you on whether the shadows of British architects still loom over the power corridors forever. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, what is the objection if the bust of Lutyens is removed?
See, there is no objection. Lutyens and Rajaji can coexist. And Lutyen was not a viceroy. He was just a builder. Now, and Congress welcomes the bust of Rajaji, as Shashi Tharoor said. And always Congress has put Rajaji in front. Rajaji was given Bharat Ratna by a Congress government under Jawaharlal Nehru, was made Union Home Minister and Chief Minister of Madras State by Congress governments. His portrait was installed in Parliament by a Congress government, and Rajaji project for publishing his selected works was started by UPA itself, much after he left Congress. And remember who opposed CR formula, Rajaji's formula in 1944 for settlement before independence? It was RSS, BJP. And if BJP does not have dynasty in the party, they have enormous dynasty. And I was listening to what the BJP leader was saying, that there were dynasty in Congress only.
Okay, your time is up. I'll come back to you. I want to take a quick response from Dr. Kushal Kant Mishra as well, because the Congress has also said the same. Why can't both be in the Rashtrapati Bhavan? Why are we in a hurry to remove the bust of Lutyens? What would the BJP respond to that?
अभी हमारे पॉलिटिकल एनालिस्ट जो बोल रहे थे, उसके पहले कांग्रेस के जो दो स्पोक्स पर्सन बोल के गए कि ल्यूटियंस दिल्ली को बसाने वाले थे ल्यूटियन, तो उन्हें पहले तो इतनी हिस्ट्री समझ लेनी चाहिए कि 11वीं शताब्दी में तोमर वंश के राजा ने इसको दिल्ली का नाम से बनाया था, उन्होंने बसाया था, जो पहले इंद्रप्रस्थ होती थी महाभारत के जमाने में। तो पहली चीज तो कांग्रेस हर चीज जो हमारी हिस्ट्री में है, जो हमारे इतिहास में है, जहां पे हमारे भारतीय राजाओं का नाम है, उसको खत्म करना चाहती है। अदरवाइज आप बोलिए दो बड़े लीडर, आप तो मुनि जी तो पॉलिटिकल एनालिस्ट हैं, कांग्रेस के लीडर तो आए ही नहीं है, उन्होंने कहा कि दिल्ली को बसाने वाले लुटियन है, हाउ इट इज पॉसिबल। और सी राजगोपालाचारी जी, राजा जी, जो हमारे देश के पहले वायसराय बनाए गए आजाद भारत के, और उनके बाद कोई नहीं बना, वो पहले और आखिरी थे। उसके पहले सारे ब्रिटिशर्स थे। उसके पहले वो मद्रास प्रेसिडेंसी के प्रधानमंत्री बनाए गए थे। आप ये बताइए, अगर
Dr. Akashdeep Muni, the point being that he may have made the building and there is no objection to that, that is true, but the bigger question is, what about the soul of India? We are not just talking about a building being constructed, we also mentioned what Lutyens had said about India. Should we still be celebrating him? That's the question.
No, we need not celebrate him. But राष्ट्रपति भवन, कौशल कांत जी, राष्ट्रपति भवन उन्होंने बनाया था, ठीक है। ये हम झुटला नहीं सकते।
किसका राष्ट्रपति भवन है?
बस्ट है वहां पे।
राष्ट्रपति भवन हमारा भारत का है ना,
सुनिए पूरी बात।
दिल्ली का है ना, देश की राजधानी है ना, भारत में बनाया था ना, वो एक बिल्डर थे ना।
आपको एक बात बताता हूं,
हमारे देश के प्रथम वायसराय को आप एक बिल्डर से कंपेयर कर देंगे।
बहुत ही बुरी आदत है कि ना कि एक और एक बोलना। प्लीज डोंट डू दैट। सेकेंड थिंग आई जस्ट वांट टू से कि आप दोनों का बस्ट रख सकते हैं। He was not a viceroy and राजा जी के, आप राजा जी से सहमत है, राइट? पर आप मुझे बताओ कि ना कि आरएसएस ने सीआर फॉर्मूला राजा जी का 1944 में इतना अपोज क्यों किया था? उसके अगेंस्ट में पुतले क्यों जलाए थे, कि रैलियां क्यों निकाली थी?
Dr. Akashdeep Muni, is it not true that it was built as a viceroy house and it was only Raja ji who ensured that this became for Indians, that it was brought for Indians? So is that not about the soul or the story of India?
You are saying the half truths to your viewers. You can say it is your channel, but let me tell you full truth. It was RSS who opposed Rajaji. It was Rajaji who opposed RSS Hindu राष्ट्र concept. आप हिस्ट्री में जाके देख लीजिए, आप गूगल करके देख लीजिए अभी कि आरएसएस के अपोज करने वाले कौन थे? सी राजगोपालाचारी। सो उनके स्वतंत्रता पार्टी जो उन्होंने बनाया,
तो फिर तो आपको सेलिब्रेट करना चाहिए। If that was the case, why should the Congress party be objecting to it? The BJP has no problem in bringing him. They are celebrating him as a freedom fighter, the son of India. Why is the Congress party opposed to it?
See, nobody is opposing the bust of Rajaji there. Has anybody objected? No. But yes, they have said that mutual people can coexist. Tomorrow you will say that Taj Mahal जो है वो मुगलों ने बनाया था, तो उसको हटा दो, because Mughal were not good people.
Okay, so erasing history, that's what you're saying. I take your point of erasing history, Dr. Kaushal Kant. Is this erasing of history? Because the Congress has often said it, and it's not just about this building. They've said it about multiple incidents of the BJP, saying the BJP is trying to rewrite history.
Correcting the history is not rewriting history. Exposing the correct history is not a rewriting history. It is just producing the truth in front of the whole citizen. और कांग्रेस के तो डीएनए में अंग्रेज है ना। एलन एक्टोबियम होम, जो एक ब्रिटिश अधिकारी था, फर्स्ट जनरल सेक्रेटरी था, मालूम हो कितने साल तक था? 22 साल तक कांग्रेस का गवर्नर जनरल सेक्रेटरी बना हुआ था। तो इनके तो डीएनए में घुसा हुआ है ना अंग्रेज। और एक चीज और बता देता हूं, वायसराय हाउस, राष्ट्रपति भवन, 3 मूर्ति भवन था ना, किसके लिए था? नेहरू जी के लिए था, प्रथम प्रधान। अरे सुन लीजिए 3 मूर्ति भवन, सुन लीजिए ना, आप अपने बारे में बोलिए, अभी तो ज्ञान दे रहे थे। 3 मूर्ति भवन जिसमें नेहरू जी करीब 17 साल रहे थे, उनके बाद उसको नेहरू के लिए वो संग्रहालय क्यों बना दिया गया?
Mental decolonization, that's what the Prime Minister also called it, Dr. Akashdeep Muni.
I'll tell you.
Very quickly as we come to the end of the show.
Yes, why not? Do you know what was the difference between Bhagat Singh and Veer Savarkar? The same decolonization that they are talking about. Both were given punishment. Bhagat Singh never bowed down in front of British. Veer Savarkar said sorry to British. This comes back to the question of who has been changing history, who is attempting to rewrite history. We come back to that because Savarkar has also been discussed time and again. Veer Savarkar's topic is well discussed time and again, and the BJP has continued to say that this is the colonized mind of the Congress party, which is why it's opposed to it, or is raising an objection to Lutyens' bus being removed from there. We'll have to leave it at that. I'm thanking our guests for joining us on the broadcast. The question still remains on what is the problem in celebrating our national icon. But with that, let's shift our attention. Before that, let's get you some other details.